Afnan Tobacco Rush, one of two brand new releases from the house of Afnan. Let's talk about it. Hello people, my name is Nixon Dice and you are watching yet another video from Smelly Cat. Now if you watched yesterday's video, you know that today, at the time of recording this video, it's 29th July, it's my birthday. I know I should be out partying, but I said why not do these couple of quick videos for you guys. And hey, this also gives me an opportunity to get you guys to wish me in the comments. So do that. I really like when you guys say positive things, and who doesn't like a happy birthday to you, right? So if you want to even sing in the comments, feel free to do that. I'm slurring, I swear I'm not drunk, just really late in the night and I'm very, very tired. So yeah, feel free to wish me, and if you really want to give me a gift, then leave a like on this video, subscribe and hit that bell icon. So if you watched yesterday's video, you know that I spoke about Afnan's Patchouli on Fire, which is their take on Nikolai Patchouli Intense. In this video, we'll talk about this one. It's called Tobacco Rush. Let's start by looking at the presentation, and since I've already shown the other one and they are almost identical except this color, this is copper and that is silver, I'll just show you Patchouli Intense because then I don't have to record the whole thing again. And if you've already watched yesterday's video, which I'm guessing you have already done, just skip and move a little ahead in the video, that way you don't have to watch it again. This is how the sleeve outside the box looks. It's got this illustration on it, which is, I would say, pretty similar to I think the brand is called Al Gabra perfumes, and they have a plain front, but the back and the sides have a similar illustrated style design on them, and I think they've gone for that look, or maybe it's just a coincidence. Let's pull that sleeve out and show you what the box inside is. This is a nice heavy box that it comes in, and I'll quickly show you the bottle as well. Here's how it snugly fits into the box. If you notice, there's this intricate design going on, not only on the outside of the box but also on the bottle. Here's a look at the bottle. It looks like an oversized cigarette case, like a vintage cigarette case or a Peaky Blinders cigarette case, not just because of the shape of that bottle, but also this design that I was talking about that runs through the back as well. So this bottle will remind you a bit of this one, which is Voyage by Armaf. Pretty similar, but this one is much heavier, feels well built, and the cap is magnetic, but not this weak ass magnetic cap that comes in the Armaf. The other one it will remind you of is Arabian Oud Amiri, but this one is on another level when it comes to the quality. This is a heavy base bottle that can be used as a weapon. This cap's magnet is just listen to it. It's just so strong. This one is somewhere in between the Amiri and Amiri and Voyage Brown or Voyage Blues bottle. Not as heavy as Amiri, but obviously better than the Voyage one, and the magnet is also much stronger. There's also one more thing I like about it, is that when you don't put it in place, the magnet does the job for you. Oh yeah, one thing I missed out in yesterday's video while I was showing the presentation is that this bit is actually like a fake suede or a fake leather that's very soft touch, almost velvety. So I don't know, for those people who want to know, yeah, that's something I missed out in yesterday's video. Alright, let's start off by looking at the official notes from the Afnan website. The top notes are, they don't really give you the notes, just tells you what they smell like. So the top notes are warm, spicy, tobacco, they spell tobacco wrong for some reason, and woody. The middle notes are sweet, fresh, spicy, and lavender, and the base notes are amber, cedar, and oud. Now there's a rumor going around that this one is a tobacco vanilla clone. Let me put it into that, this one is not. So one tobacco fragrance down, how many more to go? Alright, on a more serious note, I don't think that this one is actually a clone of any fragrance. So yes, it will remind you of 2 or 3 or maybe even 4 tobacco heavy fragrances, and I'll get to that later. But first, let me tell you what this one smells like and how the scent actually progresses. So here's the thing with tobacco. It's actually more versatile than people believe it to be. On its own, tobacco can smell like so many different things. It can smell like an unwashed toilet. Believe me, if you've tried tobacco Absolute on its own, diluted or not mixed with anything, it has this very unwashed toilet-like facet, which is not very pleasing on its own. But then it can also be green and fresh, like in scents like Montebacco Intensivo. It can also be sweet and boozy when it's paired up with cherry or vanilla or cinnamon. Then it can also be dry and smoky, medicinal if you pair it up with, say, spices and woods, which is the case with this one. It opens up to a dry, hay-like, very earthy tobacco with some light spices. Then it turns a little smoky, nothing like ashtray-like smoke or walking into a smoker's lounge at the airport. It's not that strong. The smokiness that I'm talking about is more of that warm, woody feeling that you get. And in this one, it's mixed or balanced out very well with a hint of sweetness, very gentle sweetness that can give out or brings out that whiskey and caramel-like feeling from the tobacco in this. Now, I'm not saying that this one actually has any whiskey or caramel in it, because if it did, then that sweetness is really amped up, and it would end up smelling like scents like, think of Nasumato's Baronda or Unique Luxuries Kotai, but it's no way as boozy or rich, or it's rich, but it's not as boozy or sweet as those scents. The dry down in this one is just the amber and the oud comes in and just takes it to another level, and it's so well balanced, and that's what makes it feel better than any tobacco alternatives out there for the many tobacco scents that are already there. But as promised, here are the scents that it will remind you of at different times in the scent journey. This one, when it starts off, will remind you a bit of Mancera's red tobacco, and also scents like Parfums de Mali's Carlisle. In the midst, I was getting a bit of, I know maybe it's just my head, but I was getting a bit of Carolina Herrera's Mystery Tobacco and Tom Ford's Tobacco Oud, minus the whiskey again. Towards the dry down is when, I don't know whether it's the spices in the oud, but it had a bit of that tobacco oud, Tom Ford tobacco oud feel as well. So think of Mancera's red tobacco with a little more amped up oud. I know that red tobacco has oud as well, but it's more of the sweeter side. This one is a little dry, a little spicy tobacco, and a little more earthy with a bit of, say, little slight Middle Eastern spice and a quite prominent oud note. Longevity on this is, like most of Afnan scents, really good. I will try it out when it's a little cooler outside. I'll show you the back of the scent as well. I will try it out when it's a little cooler outside as well. But at the moment, it gave me around 7 to 8 hours without any problem. A little lesser than the Patchouli on Fire one, but I think once it gets cooler, this one will also perform a little more. Coming to the sillage, same as Patchouli on Fire, a little more than moderate, but it's quite noticeable in the first 1 or 2 hours. I personally am very impressed with it. I think it is absolutely worth the price. It's not a cheap tobacco, alternative to most of the tobacco scents. I think there's a whole lot happening with this one as well. Try it out, see if it reminds you of something. I probably missed it if it is actually an alternative to something else. Even if it is, it's probably a very, very good one at it, because the quality is top notch. So if you've tried it and you think it reminds you of any other scent, do let me know in the comments, because hey, maybe I missed it and you know about it, right? And since you are at the end of the video anyways, looks like you like the content, so don't forget to like, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and that bell icon too. And until next time, keep smelling amazing.